again. We're at the 2026 UNConference. I'm Eliud Custodio of Turn One Studio, and I'm sitting with Melissa Dohme Hill, our, I guess, a kickoff speaker?
Groundbreaker speaker.
Groundbreaker
Yeah, we
speaker.
broke ground. We started, yes.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I don't even know where to begin because your story was so intense. If it's okay that I share this, you were a victim of domestic abuse in your late teens.
Yes.
Okay.
So it was a week after I turned 20. So I dated him between 17, 18, 19. And when I turned 20 years old, 2 weeks later, I was actually stabbed 32 times by my ex-boyfriend. We broke up previous to this attack because of domestic violence, because he was abusive. So I was able to get away from him. But I was very uneducated about the dangers of abuse, the red flags, and that period of time after leaving is actually the most dangerous. So I agreed to meet with him one unexpected night when he was calling me and begging to see me. And I unfortunately walked out to what would have been my murder, but God had other plans. And I'm very blessed to be alive and share the story today.
God bless you. I'm not even sure what to ask. It feels like such a sensitive topic.
Yes.
And for that, I'm grateful that you shared it with the room. I'd like to think, given the number of folks in attendance, this is hitting home for someone. Someone needed to hear this message.
So someone's already come up to the room. So domestic violence is hard to talk about. It happens in the shadows. It's something that it's uncomfortable. But the more we bring light, if you bring light, it can't be hidden anymore.
Yeah.
So it is an epidemic in our world. Domestic violence does not discriminate. It happens to all different communities. Right now, 1 in 3 teenagers are actually victims of abuse. 1 in 4 women, 1 in 7 men are most of the averages. So this is a crisis in our community.
Wow.
So we have to talk about it. If we talk about it, it's not hidden any longer, and we can heal, we can grow, we can connect with resources. So I am grateful that I'm able to bring awareness in an environment that maybe wouldn't be speaking about domestic violence.
Yeah, I feel like you see it on the news often, but you don't find out the aftermath. And to me, that was an important takeaway from your presentation. You're here.
Yes.
Happy,
I live to
beautiful,
tell.
positive. Yes. You're blessed. You have all these wonderful, positive things to share. And I think that's an important message because people don't know when they're in the mess, if you will, that there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes, and there is life, there is love after abuse. I feel that, many people feel they can't move forward. One bad thing happens, they can't move forward. I'm here to show you that no matter what happens in your life, you can overcome, you can rise above.
Yeah.
And whether that's domestic violence, grief, tragedy, whatever you've been through in life, like I spoke about here, I want people to be encouraged that they see that they are planted, or not, they're planted in those circumstances, not buried in those circumstances.
And you had a wonderful garden analogy.
I love the garden. So I have a big garden. I have a farm, I have a garden. And so my abuser tried to bury me in the dirt, but I say I was a seed. So I chose to grow from the dirt I was left in. I was not going to be buried in that grave. I'm going to grow from that garden. So the dirt is the same. Is that dirt going to be the grave you die in, or is that dirt going to be the garden you grow from?
Yeah.
And I only had one option. I'm going to grow, I'm going to bloom, I'm going to blossom. But that doesn't happen overnight. A garden takes time. You have to give yourself time to grow through that dirt, to learn, to grow some roots, to nurture yourself, go through the pruning, go through the dormant winter, then you can bloom. So, and you don't bloom all year long. And it doesn't, it happens in seasons. So I want people that if you're going through a hard time to be encouraged, to not give up, know that better days are coming. You may be in a season of rest or winter, but your blooms are coming. So I just want to encourage anybody to just focus on that.
Love it. Obviously, the room is starting to get loud again as everyone comes back for the next session. Before I let you go, you've given so much today. What are you hoping to get from this conference?
Wow. But I already feel my cup is overflowing. I'm very blessed. The energy has filled me back up, I think.
Okay.
And it's really like so encouraging and showing me that I am living out my purpose. I cannot wait to hear the rest of the speakers. I want to soak it up like a sponge, because when you're a speaker, it's amazing to see and hear what other people want to encourage the room with. So I'm here to learn, to listen. I love being here. The magnetic energy of the UNConference is something like I've never been before. So I'm really excited to hear.
Fantastic. And real quick, plug your nonprofit.
So I am Melissa Dohme Hill. I'm the executive director for Hands Across the Bay in Tampa Bay. We help survivors of domestic violence and different crises rebuild their lives. And I'm so grateful to do the work. I've been part of it for the last 14 years. My husband and I also have a farm called the Remedy Farm. So we have a small alpaca farm in San Antonio, Florida. And a lot of people that have gone through trauma love to be around my animals and alpacas because I feel that animals are very healing. And so I love to share that. Thank you.
Well, thank you for your time.
Yes.
God bless you.
Thank you.